Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I got prezzies, new orchids. I know I'm due a July update. My mouth won't work, and hopefully it'll be coming soon. But we've had Paulie Pussycat. He's had to have a tooth taken out, and he's had all his fur shaved off because it got so matted this year. So we've had Paulie Pussycat in trips to vets and all stuff like that, which quite honestly take priorities over orchids. Anyway, a nice little eBay purchase, and this one is a little bit special. Why is it special? Because it's my very first Latoria dendrobium that I've been after some of for ages. There were a pair going on eBay, and I'd love to have got the other one because it was Green Elf. But it went for silly money, shall we say, bearing in mind it was a young plant, not a mature flowering size, as is this. I mean, it's a young plant to bring on. As you can see, it's got nice new growth coming. You know me and dendrobiums, it's going to come out of the pot, I suspect, and be mounted. Decision to be made when I get it out of the pot and I see what sort of root system it's got. Some dendrobiums are better off in pots. It depends on the type of root. So decision to be made in the very near future. So yeah, Nora Tokunaga. I would suggest that's Japanese. Nothing to do with the accent. And then we move on to this one. This is special. This is a present. I must have admired this from afar. And I got a lovely card from our wonderful Rachel, who sent me a Dendrobium Comet King, Kiki, offshoot, whatever you want to call it, to grow on. Again, Comet King is one of those noblies that many people have got, and it is a special one because the blooms are just so colourful and quite large. It's got so much going for it. So I'll bring that one on. That will go in a pot, and it'll have to be staked to hold it upright until those roots get a hold. But there's enough roots there that will take off pretty smartish. So looking forward to pushing that one on. And then this thing... I'm not even sure what I've got here, but it has a rampant root system. It's just been hydrated because it got a bit dry in the posted bare root. This one, I assume, has a new growth coming, but not knowing anything about this plant at all, I've just had to look it up. Who knows, that might even be a flower spike, I've got no idea. This is a genuine small orchid. These do not grow large. So whether this is full size or not, I don't know. I'll do a bit of internet searching and see what I can find out. But yeah, Rodriguez, I'll put a post up. But the variety is, or species is, Liana. Very highly fragrant flowers, I'm told, and this will naturally lend itself to a mount given its wayward roots. So I'll film it again once I've mounted it, which will be later today, providing Pussycat's okay and settles down from his traumatic visit to the vets. You know what cats are like, you can't explain it to them. Dogs are more easygoing about that sort of thing, they just sit there and shake, whereas cats make a hell of a fuss. While I'm here, this isn't my update, but while I'm here, at frickin' last, this is my Alicei, and it finally has decided to open at the length of these spurs. Now this isn't a spectacular bloom, but come out here after dark and its purpose just becomes very apparent. The fragrance is intense and wonderful. But being one of the, I'm not sure whether this is pure Madagascan or African and Madagascan. Some of them are unique to Madagascar and the other two islands, or one of, and some are also found on the mainland. But wonderful shaped blooms and almost pure white. There is a subtle hint of green in there, but it is very, very subtle. And slightly reflex. When the blooms open, they're flat and then they curve backwards. So I'm well pleased that I managed to keep that spike and not break it for nearly a year. Yes, you heard me right. Nearly a year from its inception as a tiny little growth, which I thought was a root, as one often does with a new spike on a new plant, to actually extending and getting down there, forming its buds, and as the buds extend from the main stem, the spur starts to form, so that the spur's actually in place with the nectar at the bottom, ready to be pollinated by moths. Yeah, that's why it doesn't need any colour, it just needs fragrance. So night flying moths pollinate this little beauty. Those spurs are 8-9 inches long, so they're not the longest spurs, but not bad at all. Well pleased with that at long last. So I will get round to doing an update with what's going on. It won't be a full update, I'm not going mad. A flipping 8-part series again, that served its purpose and benchmarked my plants, and at the end of the season I can go back to those videos and see how well every single plant has done. But while we're at it, that is my Laelia anceps. Let's get it down. So I'm using the new camera and it's a lot heavier than the previous one, so it's more difficult to hold still, shall we say. Now, are you going to stand up or are you going to fall over and give everyone a laugh? I'll hold it. This was a division off of a very, very mature specimen plant. So this is the sort of thing on eBay they would say is flowering size because they hacked it off of a plant that had flowered. Strictly speaking, that's not always the case. But given its latest growth, if you look at the old growths, you can see 2 out of 3 have flowered before. Those are the old spikes. And if you look at the top of the pseudobulb and where the leaf joins, the only thing other than the leaf is the flower spike. So on this latest growth that's pushed on nicely at great breakneck speed, I can only assume that that sticking out the top is a flower spike. If anybody's got Laelia anceps and can confirm that, I'd appreciate it. But process of elimination, what the hell else can it be? And boy, am I looking forward to that. How long that's going to take till it actually gets up to the actual flower buds, who knows? I've seen these spikes 4 foot long. Not mucking about. Brad posted one once and he was filming the flowers and they were wonderful. And they were at sort of just above head height. And he was filming away and he said, oh, by the way, if you want to see the plant, and he basically, the pot was on the floor. These are long flower spikes. Now, whether this will do that as it's its first blooming for me, I don't know. We shall wait and see. But something to look forward to. So there we go. Big, big thank you to Rachel for actually posting me a present. As I said, I must have admired that from afar and got a piece as a consequence. Aren't we wonderful, this community? Oh, there's the name. It's actually on the card. So that's its species, its type, and it's Liana, the actual one that I've got. Looking forward to that, especially the fragrance. A little Comet King, little Kiki to push on, but well worth it. Out of the Noblies, you know, that one does stand out a bit. It is pretty good stuff. And my first Slatoria dendrobium, which should have had a friend, Green Elf, but there's a limit to how much I'll pay for a young plant, no matter how much I want it, and that went over the limit. So yeah, a few new plants, a few things going on, and I'll get to the main update reasonably soon. I'll see how it goes, and that'll just be, you know, things with major changes, things with spikes coming on. Yeah, okay, coming soon. So thanks for dropping by. See you again next time. Bye for now.